Hi everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel. Our topic today is especially for first-time buyers, and our guest, of course, from the Bank of Montreal is Asad Naeem. Asad, good to see you, buddy. And you can talk us through it. There's a lot of people out there paying high rents who kind of want to say, right, well, I am a first-time home buyer, but how do I go about the application and everything that being a first-time buyer entails? So I thought it might be nice to kind of do another video on it, just to give people the basic idea and encourage them as well to get on the a property ladder, because although interest rates are high at the moment, as we know, everything in real estate and mortgages goes up, it comes down.
Yep.
So eventually it will correct itself, hopefully, and they'll be good. They'll be in their own home, so they won't have to worry about rents anymore, So lead us into that, buddy. If you're a first-time buyer, you want more information, the basic setup of how you're going to get the first-time buyer mortgage, Asad's going to explain it to you.
For sure. No, thanks for the intro, Stu. I'd like to just put it out there for first-time home buyers. It doesn't matter what the price is. It doesn't matter what the rate is. If you can afford to get into that house, there's no better time than today to get into that house. It's better than paying rent. At least you're paying into your own equity, and you have a heavy asset under your name, which will appreciate sooner or later and give you value in return. But now, how do you proceed as a first-time home buyer? A lot of people don't know, but the first thing to do is get pre-approved. Many people do miss this step, whether they're first-time home buyers or not, but this is crucial. You should know exactly what your financial situation is and what you could afford, what your ceiling purchase price is. And then, it's great to get Stu on board and then start some home shopping and take a look at what fits within your budget. So establishing your budget, that's number one. The second thing is knowing what help you have. There are incentives and programs specifically for first-time homebuyers. And the first one is the government's RRSP program, which is the first-time home buying program. That's where if you have an RRSP, or if you don't have an RRSP, you can start an RRSP and start saving for the purchase of your first home. Now, this is a great tool to use in saving for your first home because not only will it help your savings grow, but you can take out money tax-free from your registered retirement savings plan, your RRSP, up to $35,000 per person, which is going in to buy that home. Now, the reason why this is important is because there is no other time that you're able to take out money from your RRSP without taxes being placed on it. So if you can take out the money tax-free for the purchase of your home, I greatly advise that this is something that every first-time home buyer should utilize. Not only is putting money into your RRSP beneficial for you and your tax situation, because it may lower the taxes you may have to pay in that year, or give you a tax refund or an even greater refund in that year because of depositing money into the RRSP. But you can also take it out tax-free and put it towards the purchase of your first home. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be just for your down payment. It can be for paying off debts to help you qualify for that first home. It can be buying furniture or moving into that first home, furnishing it, landscaping it, anything that entails doing something for that first home. But this is the only time you can take out $35,000 per person for a purchase of a first home. So that's number one. Number two is the government's incentive. Now, what the government's incentive is, depending on whether you're buying a used home or a new home, the government will give you 10%, depending once again on what type of home you're buying, as a down payment to help you put an additional down payment towards the purchase of your first home. Mm-hmm. So let's just say you only have 5%. When you're putting in 5% down payment, there are default insurance fees that get added onto your mortgage if it's anywhere between less than 20% down payment. So to combat that, the government gives you an additional down payment to help you lower the default insurance fees which are being added to your down payment. Now, how that helps is you can end up qualifying for more of a mortgage because you have a higher down payment and less of mortgage default insurance fees being added onto your mortgage. That also means that you will have a lower monthly payment that you are paying because the down payment is higher. And because you're paying a lower monthly payment, you're going to be paying less interest over that term, whatever you're signing up for. because of that lower mortgage and lower mortgage insurance fees being placed on your mortgage. So this really helps you not only get into the house, but also lower your monthly payment and lower the amount of interest that you're going to pay over time. It's really useful. And the only times you have to pay that money back is A, when you sell the house, B, you can pay it back voluntarily by doing an appraisal anytime, or C, when the 25-year amortization period is up, and then you will pay back the same percentage that you got, but of whatever the fair market value is. Now, those are two really great tools and programs for first-time home buyers to allow them to get in. So in a nutshell, know your budget, get it pre-approved, know which first-time home buyer program or incentive you want to utilize and are able to utilize. Of course, there are restrictions on both of them, but at least this is a starting point for you to start looking into the market and getting you prepared into buying the first home.
Okay, well, that's great because apart from when they're ready to go shopping, I'll take them shopping. But they can always, because it always sounds a bit, overwhelming, doesn't it, when it's explained. But the why we do these videos is to give people a basic understanding. Obviously, the next step is to get in touch with you and you'll walk them through it. Let's leave it at that. Let's have a chat next week. We'll pick another subject, and I wish you a good week and a good weekend, Mehdi. The weather's nice at the moment.
Yeah, definitely.
See you, bud.
Thank you for watching our video. We hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to be notified of new ones.